Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. I don't know about you, but I'm very tired of going up against Lunatone Solrock over and over and over. So I figured what a great time to play a few matches with Flying Pikachu VMAX, which with its attack max balloon, you do 160 damage, you're a lightning type, so you have an inherent advantage against Palkia V-Star, and during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to his Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. So, pretty cool attack to have, especially against Lunatone Solrock decks that are plaguing the ladder right now. We have Arceus, of course, Arceus V-Star with the Trinity Nova attack to help power up the Flying Pikachu VMAX as soon as you can, doing 200 damage and attaching up to 3 basic energy cards to your Pokemon V in any way you'd like. And of course, Starbirth allowing you to search your deck for any 2 cards, putting them into your hand, and you doing whatever you want with them, right? Which is usually used to search for a double turbo or something to be able to attack, and a consistency card. Now we do have Peeperl with the Industrious Incissor's ability to help us draw cards each turn until we have 5 cards in our hand and get access to more resources that way. And we also have Crobat V with a Dark Acid ability allowing us to draw until we have 6, and being a Dark type and with access to Crobat VMAX, we have the potential to evolve the Crobat into Crobat VMAX to prevent it from going down, but also we have the possibility to attack with Crobat VMAX against any Mew VMAX that we might encounter. Pumpkaboo helps us get rid of our own path to peak or an opponent's trying to stop our Starbirth, and then we have 4 Marnie and 4 Path to Peak to help us shut down a lot of engines in decks right now. We have 2 Research, 2 Sharon Scare, 1 Phoebe, 1 Raihan, and 1 Roxanne to complement, along with 2 Boss's Orders to chase down Pokemon on the bench. Now finally we have 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball, and 2 Evolution Instants to help search for any Pokemon that we might need, and we have 4 double Turbo Energy to help power up our Arceus, and then we have a split of Lightning, Darkness, and the single Capture Energy to help us power up the rest of our Pokemon. Let's jump the ladder, hope we run into 10 Lunatone Solrock decks, and see how we do. If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it, and it's free. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use tablemon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Alright, game 1, we're going second. We're not up against Lunatone Solrock. We'll see what we actually are up against. So far we only see a Sobble, so it could be Palkia, could be Arceus and Tailman, or it could just be a Frostmoth box deck, which will very likely struggle against Flying Pikachu VMAX. Now, that energy top deck is actually pretty big. I thought I was going to have to go Quick Ball for a Crobat to search for the energy drop or a supporter to help me find it, but actually I can just chill. I have the Arceus V-Star, my opponent shouldn't be playing Path to a Peak, and even if they are, I have the Quick Ball to search for Pumpkaboo if it's in the deck, which 9 out of 10 times it will be in the deck. So afterwards we will power up the Flying Pikachu V, and we will be in a very good spot right here. Alright, so we see Irida to start off for my opponent. So the question is, can they get an attack off this turn? They need a bunch of energy, like for example, Radiant Greninja, right? They need a bunch of energies, they need a way to switch out, and they need to power up on the bench. And off of a single Irida, that seems a little difficult. So if we get the first prize card, we'll actually be in a really good spot. My opponent discarding a stadium is also potentially good, because long term those stadiums definitely help a bunch, but they can only pass here, so very underwhelming turn for my opponent. And here we see the consistency of Arceus just straight up grabbing the double turbo, and we know my opponent's holding a Drizzle. I really don't think I need much else. right now, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab the B-Brawl, and I'm just gonna quick ball for a yeah, quick ball for a Bidoof. I'll keep the quick ball alive. I'll discard the Path to the Peak. I might even benefit a little bit from having energies from my opponent. And now I have access to a basic Pokemon. I have access to Share and Scare if that's necessary to heal up the Arceus. I pretty much have access to Pikachu, Flying Pikachu VMAX now. So overall, we're in a pretty good spot, I would say. Can't really complain. There we go. Just materialize things by thinking about them. We were pretty much ready for Flying Pikachu VMAX. Now we are definitely ready for Flying Pikachu VMAX. And even though I could have played that stadium to prevent Radiant Greninja, I think at this stage I'm probably a little too far ahead for my opponent to actually make a comeback. There's a chance the Radiant Greninja goes like 90-90. That would be like less than ideal, but not the end of the world for sure. I wonder what their hand actually looks like. The best case scenario last turn for me, I mean, I guess I could have gotten boss KO the Frostmoth, but I don't think that's too relevant. We are going to see a boss on our poor Bidoof, however, and retreating that's not going to be super easy, that's for sure. So we go Evolve, Evolve, Quick Ball with a Share and Scare, Palpat it back, and then Industrious and Scissors for 5. I could Quick Ball for Crobat though. Okay, I have my 1 switch and I have 2 double turbos, so the odds of me getting there are not very high, and I feel like at this stage it's probably just better to do this. It's probably just overall better. Alright, so we're gonna Industrious and Scissors first, see what we get. We just find the raw switch, wow. To say that's lucky would be an understatement. I will fail that. That was generally extremely lucky. Like odds were not in my favor to be able to power up, to be able to attack this turn rather. Alright, I can even boss. And I think that seems reasonable. Meh. I think I'll be fine. This takes away the Intillion option, so that's also pretty good. Whatever they power up is not damaging my active, and I just need to attack 4 more times and that's game. And there's no humanly possible way for my opponent to win with 4 Radiant Greninja attacks, which is good. And we see a Drizzle. For the training court, interesting. Okay, so that's the 2nd training court now. I am also down 2 Path to Peaks. I could go Quick Ball for the Pumpkaboo to delete the stadium. Is that worth it? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. Alright. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just get your turn to attack and that's it. On to the next one. Alright, this time around we got to go first, but as you can see, my hand is questionable, to say the least. And seems like we're up against the mirror match. So I'm gonna go ahead and honestly just pass. Yeah, just pass. Not much else to do here. Pretty sad situation to be in. Or never mind, it's not a mirror match. That is a Bolton. That is threatening my poor Pikachu. Alright. Alright, very nice start to my opponent, and they'll get my free Marnie. Okay, well, I mean, prevent the stadium, I guess. I mean, prevent the V-Star ability. But any energy just knocks out my Flying Pikachu because I am weak. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Goodbye, boss. Grab the Arceus, attach energy to it, and I think I just give up the 2 prizes, honestly. Just have a clean Arceus next turn. Best case scenario, my opponent just goes attack again, right, with the first attack. And doesn't take a prize card. That would be the ideal. But that's obviously not going to happen ever in my lifetime. And there's a Bolton VMAX already. Alright, nice. And a path to a big counter. Okay. No supporter though, at least. Alright, so let's go Arceus. I priced 2 Arceus V-Stars. That is just great. Alright, I'm gonna go with the stadium away. I'm gonna go Crobat for 6. Alright, there's Path, there's the double turbo, so we'll see if Path plus this just sticks. I did have a Share and Scare. Oh, I played Path before I used Starbirth. I'm so dumb. Well, that's just stupid on my part. Not gonna lie, that is very, very bad. Now I definitely am not using Starbirth, and I am also not going to be able to use Share and Scare consistently, unless my opponent counters the stadium. Okay, there we go. Alright. So now there's a potential for me to use Share and Scare. This is definitely scary though. So we do see a Starbirth. Will I just go boss KO and then try to boss KO? I wouldn't mind that too much. Or they can just go switch. Yep, that works. And they go after the Crobat. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Marning them. They haven't played a single draw supporter, yet I've marnied them into what they've needed each time. Yeah, I'm not winning this. I mean, I have my ability, right? How does that change anything at all? I Roxanne and hope for the best. That's it, right? Okay. So let's go Starbirth for Arceus and Roxanne, and then hope for the best, which means no boss for my opponent. That's what the best means. All right, let's establish another beat-up because why not? And let's go for a Roxanne. Okay, they've literally played nothing. They're down to 2 cards and they have a 40 card deck. Please don't wreck me, game. Please don't wreck me. Okay, does evolving ever matter? I'm weak to that dude, so I don't think it does. So let's just get rid of you two. It's so sad that I priced 2 Arceus though. Alright, Industrials and Scissors. No Share and Scare either. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Yep, I'm dead. This game is just something else, man. My triple Flying Pikachu, triple Marnie start. Yeah, unless I literally top deck Share and Scare, it's definitely over. Well, now, even if I top deck Share and Scare, it's definitely over. And that's not a Share and Scare. With 2 Arceus V-Star priced as well, it's just like, it's it's just not realistic, I feel. I mean, Sharon? Nope. All right. Oh, I'm 10 short. No, never mind. I'm not short anything. Okay, if I KO the Arceus here, that doesn't really accomplish anything, does it? And they're 1 energy away. Yeah, that's it. On to the next one. Alright, potentially much better start this time around. We are going second though, so that's the scary part. And we're up against Mew. Which is in fact less scary than you would expect. I get to bench 2 Arceus and I get to have access to Raihan. So as long as the Raihan is not priced, we should be good here. We shall see. Alright, this is where the 4 Marnie plus 4 Path to a Peak really comes into play. Crobat is nice, but it's not necessary at all. Like if you pull it off, great, but if you don't, that's alright too. Okay, decent start from my opponent. 1 power tablet down, that is very good news. That double turbo is very, very nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and discard the Lightning, grab an Arceus. Obviously my opponent's not playing Path to a Peak themselves, so I don't have to worry about my Arceus' ability being shut off. They could go boss KO the Arceus, to which I will respond with a Raihan play, which I did not check for. I'm just assuming / hoping it's there. Okay, choose to put the energy on the Oricorio instead of Genesect, which is really, really odd and really bad, and chooses to not have a second Mew on the bench. So very questionable choices by my opponent. Yet we may not be able to punish them. Alright, do they get to Mew? They chose a card pretty quickly, and it seems like this player is just like playing super basic, super quick, complete disregard of bench management, potential resource management. That's the 3rd Alessa, so no access to the 4th energy easily. They might already have it, right? But that we don't know. Oh yeah, they already have it, never mind. Jeez Louise. This is actually brutal. Okay, that is certainly something. Okay, I have no way to prevent the KO that's about to happen my way. However, I'm definitely looking for a Path to a Peak, and honestly the other Arceus, and then I'll just go. I think I'm even gonna hold off on this Path to a Peak. Yeah, so this is the plan. I'll grab these 2 cards, and then I will evolve, and I'm just gonna attack. Because if they counter a Path to a Peak now, that's not really great. But if they just counter it next turn, then that's fine by me. They're definitely getting a KO. All they need to do is Melodious Echo, but they won't have a lot in play afterwards. And if they attack me with the Meloetta, so be it. Maybe I should have played the Path to a Peak. Maybe that was too passive. Actually, that was perhaps too passive. Maybe I should have grabbed 2 Path to a Peaks, because finding Arceus V-Star is easier than Path to a Peak, right? So maybe that's what I should have done. So they know I have Knockout next turn on the Mew VMAX. They play Power Tablet. That indicates that they're looking for double turbo plus attach on the Meloetta, I guess. They do end up going boss, so maybe they do have it in mind, and they do. They find the card. Really unfortunate. Wish I had a boss right about now. I mean, we should be able to survive the next attack, and then as long as my opponent doesn't get like a super overwhelming, like as long as they don't get a stadium, we might be able to close this out, but it's not looking great. just based on my opponent's insane start. Probably shouldn't have grabbed the Arceus. Probably should have just grabbed double Path to a Peak and ironically, I'm talking about how I should have grabbed 2 paths because it's harder to find that instead of something else. And then I just find all the other Path to a Peak, literally all of them. What even is this? Alright, 1 power tablet, 0 guard hand. Oh my god. Well, okay. They need choice belt and the last power tablet, and they have played 0 Chromomatics. That is just insane. Oh, or they can Echoing Horn too. That is just insane. That is actually okay. Okay, so 10 damage off. That's still death, right? I just lose to this dude, and there's nothing I can do about it. So dumb, dude. Gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna lose this game. They're down 2 double turbos, only 1 escape rope. There's no possible way for me to win here. I mean, I can try, I guess, right? So I'll do that. And then what do I need? Another Arceus. And then I need a Crobat as well. I need the Share and Scare. This is just really bad and really sad. Now I wish I hadn't attached that energy. Okay, no Share and Scare. So we'll do that. Yeah, I'm absolutely dead. There's no way I am not dead here. No way I am not super dead, but what a game. Who needs 2 views, right? Just 1 is enough. That's it. Immediately grabs the card. There's the stadium. I'm just gonna concede. Whatever. Alright, well, to say my luck has been outstanding with this deck would be an understatement. I don't have the NAIC champion factor in me. The 4 Path to a Peak definitely showed up against Mew VMAX, right? Fortunately, it didn't make any difference at all because of how bad I started and just drew. Alright, we're up against Team Fish Knuckles. No clue as to what they are playing, as I see a Vikavolt. I guess Turbo Vikavolt, trying to get like turn 1 Paralyzing Bolt against your opponent to stop them from playing any item cards. Not a bad idea, it's just 50 damage, it's just very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. When HPs are at 300-ish, that's 6 hit KOs, right? So that's 6 turns you give your opponent. Maybe less with choice belts, but still. Alright, well, definitely doing this. Definitely getting rid of you. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of you. I'll check for the Pikachu VMAX because I might need the Pikachu VMAX. Alright, I do have the other one. So I'm just gonna Ultra Ball again. Ultra Ball for another Arceus. I think that's fine. So pretty solid turn 1, I would say. Haven't played a supporter yet either. I actually wouldn't mind going boss on the Pokemon. However, this hand is so good. Well, I mean, they probably play 4 scoop out nets and switch cards, right? So I'll just Trinity Charge then. Choose 1 dark. Now I leave energies for the Pikachu. Is there any way they KO me? Yes, there is, I guess. Let's do 2 energies. Let's do 1 energy each, actually. Spread the love around. Probably should have just grabbed 3 and then attached to the active. That's what I should have done. Alright, we're gonna see trekking shoes, keeping the card, second trekking shoes, keeping the card as well. Mysterious Tail Mew. Grabbing the switch card. So basically, like, switch card is a tell that they're only playing basic Pokemon. So I'm not really too worried right here. 3 switch cards and the Marty. Yep. That's the card that I was not looking forward to. Because now I can't play trainer item cards to shuffle my deck, and 3 pretty important pieces are now at the bottom of the deck. No path though, which means I can just grab my, or anything I want. Which is pretty good. Or I could also share and scare right here, but I don't think that's necessary. Alright. So we're just gonna Starbirth for an energy. I think I might just go double energies. Nah. I'll grab a Marnie myself. I could Professor's Research here, but I feel like the Sharon Scare and the boss could be important. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Marnie here. I did shuffle my deck thanks to my ability. No item cards for me. That it's alright for now. 190 plus 50, that's 240. Even with a choice belt, they don't have knockout. Without a choice belt, they could possibly. So who gets the energy? Probably you. I could also Thundershock myself into a turn of item cards. No Sharon Scare anymore. We have another follow-up Marnie to this. Say Crobat for 3. Another trekking shoes. So like we are 2-shotting and they are 6-shotting, so not very concerned at the moment. Energy for turn on the bench, so that means only 50 damage. So 2 prizes in exchange of 100 damage. Always worth it. There's no more abilities left for me, so I'm just gonna play the path and I'm gonna Marty again. Alright. Still no Bidoof and no Sharon Scare, but we do take a knockout and get 2 prizes, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. Incense, unplayable card. Research, a really good card. Alright. That research of the prize cards is huge. See an energy search. Gonna grab the lightning. Okay, searching through the deck. I don't understand what the game plan is for this. Maybe it's Galarian Moltres? Ooh, there's a fighting energy right there. So there's a Zapdos coming probably. Yeah. Well, that's not ideal. I did not expect a Zapdos, that's for sure. Okay, now that is a problem. Absolutely a problem. My best defense against the Zapdos is the Pikachu, but I'm missing an energy. Maybe spreading the energies was not the way to go. Okay, so let's I'm you to thin. I have 3 energies total left. I will be thinning 2 extra cards right now. I'm not super sure I'll be able to pull this off, honestly. Nice play on the Pumpkaboo. Best case scenario, I get a Path to a Peak and an energy. I only got the energy, but I mean, it's something. I actually think I'll set up the other Bidoof just because if one goes down, I have the B-Barrel. And then that's it, right? They could go boss to just KO and win. You know what? Alright, I'm gonna Pulpad back these two. Increase my chance of drawing one next turn. And then... yeah, I'll discard these two. Grabbing the Arceus. And then I'll just discard the Arceus. No need for anything else, no need for more cards. And then my opponent will see this as thinning, not knowing that I have the instance for the B-Barrel. And then Zapdos cannot attack me next turn. They can discard an energy though, which is annoying. I just can't be damaged. So that could be problematic. I need to find an energy next turn as well. Alright, we're gonna see a Scoop of Net on the Mew. And we're gonna see the Luminion, nice. On the boss, okay, so bye-bye Arceus. Oof. Okay. I mean, that means Flying Pikachu VMAX stays here though. Yeah, finding the... well, if I had found the stadium, they would have been able to attack me again. So honestly, maybe this wasn't that horrible that I didn't find the stadium. Because maybe they would have needed to use Pumpkaboo and then recycle and then attack me, and then what I would have needed to do was find an energy, which honestly sounds a lot harder right now than anything else. Alright, well, there's the stadium. There's an energy. But now I kind of don't want it. Alright. Unfortunately, it's gonna take me 2 more turns to win. But in theory, I can't be damaged. The only way my opponent can do something maybe is like go boss and stall. I might end up regretting benching the Bidoof. But I do have a way to retreat, and my opponent's not threatening me with anything right now. Alright, discards a Mew. Do they have a second Crobat? It's a pretty cool deck, honestly. It's a pretty cool deck. Alright, we see Moltres. Moltres could knock out Crobat. And they just go research. Okay, I feel like the energy, like your game plan has to be Moltres, right? Assuming you play 4 Scoop Up Nets, you would have enough to get back the Pumpkaboo. Has to be boss KO Crobat, right? Maybe I should have researched. Right, well, with a 3 retreat costs, I think it's very easy for me to go boss on that. Well, it depends on what they leave active. I wish this was... oh, this is weak to lightning. Never mind, I've won the game. I didn't realize Luminion was weak to lightning, honestly. But now I do, and now I win. That was rough. That was definitely rough. I did not see the Zapdos coming. But pretty cool tech. Pretty cool tech. Alright. There's the switch card. Goes up into the Pikavolt. Scoop up net. Okay, gets rid of the path. So energy switch, power up energy switch, 50, no items. But I'm not getting damaged, which is fine. So no damage, but no item cards. But now I just have a boss for game. And GG. Yeah, Team Fish Knuckles, always a pleasure playing against Josh. Definitely go check him out on YouTube. Pretty cool dude. Team Fish Knuckles at YouTube. And so that will end the video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed. Some frustrating situations for sure. This deck's pretty good. Just run a little better. And that's all. Thank you. And until next time. Bye-bye.